太极推手一，单推手与双推手。推手基本功：中定。太极圈缠手练习。太极推手自我练习。定步单推手，双推手。推手基本功：中定。下盘功定根，下盘转圈。In this training, there are two major purposes. The first one is to circle your waist and your knee and also ankles. When you do that, there's one is circling and the other one is twisting. Circling is simply very simple. The leg you move and circle the other side and put the weight on this side so you have a strength on this leg and also on this side. You can see the ankle and the knee and the waist has to be loose so you can stretch very easily and circle very easily. The second one, actually body you turn. So in this case, you can see the body how it twists to the side and circle to the other side. You twist it and turn and circle. This kind of exercise will help you to build up the foundation of these three sections, your ankle, your knee, and hip joints. When these three sections are strong, their foundation, your routine will be strong. Okay, next we're going to ask a few people to perform this and then try to point out if they make some mistakes. Good. Turn body to the side. And the other side. Okay, so in these movements, you can see the way they are doing that is not complete. Go, you see, out the way is almost all the way here. A circle as far as you can. That's why you build up the strength. The second, this one should not be backwards. Like this kind of stance is not as good. So this kind of stance is good. So the body continue upright instead of the butt, the hip area get out. Okay. Then also when you see the second one, when they do that, the turn, this one should be turned as far as you can. So as far as you can, then you turn, and this one have to turn as far as you can. That's why you can build up those three sections, your ankle, your knee, and hip joints very nicely. Okay. The same thing for this one. Okay. So you can see it's not easy. It takes a while for you to build up this strength. Once you have these three section strengths very strong, you have a very good routine. 站桩 Bricks have been commonly used in Chinese martial arts for routine and centering training. The reason for that is so simple. Because usually you stand on the ground, your mind, the root is from the bottom of your feet to the ground. But once you stand on the top of brick, your mind cannot be between the brick and your feet. It has to be under the brick. Because if your mind is here, it can easily fall. Because the reason the mind has to be under the brick to build the connection between the brick and the ground. So that means the feeling will get deeper. When you can go like this good, then you start learning to do this way. If you can go this way good, then you can try to do this way. When you go here, you can see the mind has to be here. If it's really still very good, then you can go 2 bricks this way. In this case, that means the mind has to be on the bottom of the brick while you stand on the top of the brick. Really, really good, then you go to the 3. But if once you can stand on the 3 brick, at the same time you can practice all kind of movements, then that means the mind is very deep all the way to the here. But of course, that's very difficult. It's very dangerous because when you fall, you can injure yourself easily. Because the reason I highly recommend the beginner start with a brick like this. It's easier and without too much danger. So, once you practice stand on the ground, for example, you practice on the ground for this circling training. This one you shift the leg here, and you shift the leg here, and shift the leg here, and shift the leg here for this kind of circling training, and also for the body twisting training. After you finish on the ground, you can feel such good foundations, then you start stand on the brick. The same thing, stand on the brick, this is the easiest one. Okay, so you stand like this, you get down. Again, you have to shift it, move to this side, and slowly go to this side and go this side. Again, you can move back the other way around. See, it's very dangerous if you don't know how to feel the bottom, and you lose concentration. So you turn, the body turn, and body turn, and body turn. So when you do this kind of training, the mind has to be all the time on the bottom of your brick. So in this case, you can build up the connections. Okay, so if you can do that with brick, that with this way, and then go this way, and go 2 or 3, then get harder and harder. Okay, that'll be the first sections for this. Before you stand on brick, the first thing we try to do is try to practice standing on the ground. The first one, try to build the endurance of your hip joints, your knee joints, and also your ankle joints. So this one very commonly called horse stance or called ma bu. So this stance is very simple. 2 feet parallel, face forward. At the same time, you can see body is upright, the head is suspended, the butt has to tuck in. So in this case, that means this is a stance. You should be able to stand there for about 5 minutes to 10 minutes without moving. So in this case, you build the endurance of these 3 sections. Endurance training in a Tai Chi training is so important, especially these 3 sections. Help you to build a very firm root on the bottom. So first one, you practice this one for about 5-10 minutes, and later you learn to stand on the bricks. So next we're going to show you how to stand on the bricks. For the endurance training, remember, this is a horse stance. This horse stance, we try to build the endurance of the hip and calf, and also build the strength for the ankle, for your knee and hip joints. After you train this one for a long time, becomes so strong, the feeling is so deep, then again you stand on the brick. Again, you build this kind of strength and go all the way down until the body can stay forward and body upright. If you can do this right, then start going this way. Of course, this way becomes harder. So when you do this one, you try the one leg first until you feel comfortable, then go to the other side. When you go here, you squat down. Again, now the mind has to be on the bottom of the brick. The body stand there. Stand there, start with 5 minutes to 10 minutes first. Slowly until you can increase for half an hour. Okay, again, once you finish this one, then you can start going this way. And after that is this way. Okay. 推拉定根练习. In this training, you need 2 persons. From the 2 persons, you can sense each other's center, at the same time sense its root. The whole purpose of this training is just like competition. You try to destroy each other's center and root. At the same time, you try to protect yourself. So you need a partner to practice this one. For example, now I practice with Mishi. So from this kind of training, you can see both sides have to protect the root and the center at the same time. And you have to sense each other. At the same time, you cannot resist. Once you resist, it can be easily used for your partner to take you off balance. Okay, so this exercise is very important. Once you finish it with pulling with the opponent like this one on the ground, then you start practice on the brick as well, because this one more like a competitions. The mind has to be on the bottom of the bricks. Your mind is on the top, the brick is going to fall. Okay, because the reason is so important. If you can practice with partner with a brick go this way or two, then both of you got to be very, very good, because otherwise you can fall easily. Okay, now let's show a little bit on this kind of easy one. So for here, it's not even that, it's still not easy. Okay, so from here, that's why you start searching for each other's center. Yeah, he got a good root, good center. I try to get him off. The body, more. Okay. Yeah, so this kind of training, you have to really concentrate. Yeah, but sometimes it's like a game. It's for fun, but be careful. 中盘功，松腰松胯。In this training, it's very important. Then you learn how to loosen up the waist. And in order to loosen up the waist, the first one you have to loosen up the hip joints area. So because this reason, this kind of exercise is important. The first thing you learn how to move your lower back backwards. At the same time, you learn how to circle, while at the same time keep your head suspended, the body upright. So from this kind of movement, you can see my waist area, my hip area become very loose. So usually you train this one for a long time. And you go the other side. Every time you learn how to lose this area, then this area can neutralize your opponent's power coming up, try to destroy your root easily. So this exercise is important. After that, the body starts rotating to the sideways. When you rotate to the sideways, you can face this side. At the same time, continue to loosen up these two joints area. So you can see, in order to build up this good root, you have to have this place, the hip joints, the knee, and also your ankle. Three sections has to very strongly support. At the same time, the waist area has to be completely loosening. So in this case, you can easily move. So of course, they try to move the other side. The same concept. After that, you move the other side. The whole concept, you try to reconditioning all the muscles and tendons here to supporting the whole actions. So you look at front side. Usually I practice with one hand on the front, one hand on the back. So it is easier for you to feel the waist movements. So from this kind of movements, you can see that's how I move. And then slowly turn to the side. And go to the other side. Okay. Now we try to see, have a few people, few students demonstrate for this one and see and if they make some mistake. Good. Now move to the other side. Continue to keep your waist loosening. Good. Now turn the body to the side, to the right hand side. Again, do the circling. Okay, and then circle to the other side. Good. All right. So you can look at among these four people that demonstrates, only one the body really turn when they turn to the side. It's important when you turn to the side, you don't turn halfway. That means you never develop the muscle and tendons here. So when you circle, you have to turn all the way to this side. So in this case, it's still this way. So you have to turn this side. Actually, only one person inside. Later, when you watch the videotape again, try to point out, see who is one. I don't want to tell you who. So you can see from here how you turn the body completely turn to the side. So instead of just like that, that means you never have training for the twisting. Because a lot of time in the pushing hand practice, you need this body twist as far as you can. So you cannot just go halfway, because in this case, your body is still locking. Only in this case, you can turn easily, like this angle, then you can neutralize the coming power. One of the main purposes of the training in the Tai Chi pushing hands is you have a firm root, has a loosen, the waist is loose, and the spine is soft. So because this is training, so remember, this is training on the ground, and these are spine movements. At the same time, you have a firm root on the ground. After you practice for a while, you have all the requirement criteria needed. They stand on the brick. When you stand on the brick, the same concept. You have to stand on the brick, at the same time move the body, at the same time the root has to build all the root to the bottom of your bricks. And this one become much harder. So you have to stabilize yourself first, and at the same time you have to concentrate. It's very difficult that you are talking at the same time you're doing this one, because the mind starts not concentrating. So from here, the first one is this kind of movements. You can see I can move this one much easier. So once this is much easier because I still have a firm root, but at the same time, my body, my spine can move soft, my chest can arc in easily. Then the hardest one is this one, because when you do this one, you can see the weight is not evenly distributed on both bricks. So that's why you have to be very careful and still have the same root. You have to put the feeling on the bottom of your brick all the time. At the same time, you can turn the body to the side and go the turning. Okay. So you should be careful when you practice at home. Be careful. When you stand up, it's very comfortable. It's only when you squat down, then the body distribution on the weight become uneven. That's the reason you have to bring up that kind of sensitivity, so you have good center. 平转沙包 Sandbag or kicking bag has been commonly used in Chinese martial arts, even in the Western boxing. That's because this one can be imagined as part of your opponent, your enemies. So from here you learn. For example, this one's for the waist twisting training. It's very important to build up the foundation of the good root and with a good twisting power and manifest into opponent. Of course, when you use that, this one of course is dead, it's not alive. So because reason it's easier for you to practice without worrying too much. These are beginning steps. So all the idea you try to build a good firm root and good waist twisting power and manifest in the back. So one of the exercises so simple. Once you go here, treat this like an enemy's elbow or his shoulder or even the body. So from here the body, you twist it, then you twist it, then you twist it. At the same time you can use this one called buckling. This buckling. One is tap on the bottom, so you try to make him fall. So at the same time, you go this way or go this way. So treat this like a really enemies. So use this kind of exercise they call body twisting. Of course, this hand can be here, can be higher, and can be lower. So it depends where you are. So like this one, your opponent's waist area, that's your chest area or elbow. This one can be on the head or on the bottom of your elbow. And this one, from here you can twist it. So from here you build a good firm root. After you finish for this kind of training, because this training is easier, then you start training with the leg this way. Because when you are in the push hand situation, encounter your enemies, your leg always one leg forward, one back backwards. So because this reason, again, you have to learn how to twist this one or bend it and turn. My whole body have to twist it, then twist it, and twist it. Then while you practice, make the back heavier and heavier and heavier until you build very firm the waist power. Because the waist, remember, Tai Chi Classic, they said, the power generated from the leg controlled by the waist and manifest in the fingers. So that means the waist area is very important, which direct and which control entire body's function in the Tai Chi pushing hands. So you have a chance, go home, find a bag and practice. And until you feel so comfortable, you can control the bag easily by yourself. 上盘弓，身靠腹中。Bumping training. Bump is one of the Tai Chi's 13 postures, 13 major trainings or Jing patterns. So bumping is use your body to bump the opponent, or when your opponent bump you, how do you handle that? So usually for this kind of bumping, probably 70% of the time you use the upper body. So that's become very important upper body training. For example, this opponent, what you do is use whole body, you bump, and you come in, you bump, and you bump, and you bump, and any way you want to bump, you bump the whole body, upper body, you bump, then the bump. The second thing, if someone bump your back, for example, they bump back, you have to know how to do redirect with the timing. When your timing is right, you can easily do that with a good power. So this kind of bumping training is very important in the Tai Chi, whenever you can. Again, after you can do this one easily, then start going this direction, because there's a supposed opponent with your leg forward and backwards. Again, this one coming back, you can bump, bump, then bump, 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 any way you want to bump. But at the same time, continue to keep a good firm root instead of uprooted. This uprooted is not quite good. But you can keep it stable, settle down, settle down, settle down, whatever you can. Any angle you come, you have to bump it. You can use the forearms, you can use the elbow, use the shoulder, use the chest. Until later, you can use the back. Again, use the back to bump. This back to bump. And you can use the butt to bump either. So any kind of this kind of bumping exercise is important in the Tai Chi pushing situation. 捧劲练习 In the 捧劲练习 word of practice, there are two options. One, you can practice with a partner. The other one, you practice with a sandbag. So now let me demonstrate with a partner. So in this exercise, what you do, you ask your partner, lock your elbow and right leg forward. So what you try to do, you try to push your center and once you lock your center, you try to push you off balance. That's the whole concept. In order for you to release this pressure, you have to use a 捧劲. This is called 捧. 捧, that means both hands arc outwards, the back arc backwards, chest draw in. So this kind of power called 捧劲 is existing everywhere in the Tai Chi. So it's very important because in the 13 postures, this is the number one, is a major crucial points of the Tai Chi training. So when you practice this one, ask someone try to lock you and try to find the center, and you should use a 捧劲, right, to neutralize it. So this kind of practice is so important. Then after you practice a while, then again you practice the other partner. Again, you use a 捧劲, then you can neutralize it. Okay. The one thing is that when you do a 捧劲, don't get in too close. You get too keen to close the body, you allow your other enemy to get into the center. So in this case, you can easily get locked. So that means you have to move back aggressively. The first thing is that when you gently move out, you rotate. Let me try again, then you can see. For example, you try to get in here and try to open, you already lock yourself. So slightly, then you already opened it, instead of allow your partner to get in too much. For example, when I get in, see now that's too much now. When there's too much, then it will take a hard time for you to open up because I already reached the center. So because the reason, just a little bit, body already turned. So in this case, nobody center. It's very important for you for this training. Once you know how to train this one, you learn how to protect your center and how you protect your root. The 捧劲 training, 捧 that means wall off. That's what try to train both your arm arcing and then shoulder forward and the chest draw in. So this 捧劲 training is very important in Tai Chi. It's number one. So because the reason the first one you train is actually this back. You learn how to circle on this. So until you have this round feeling. Again, you can circle the other side until you have this round feeling. Okay. Once you get that, then you start using this kind of 捧劲. For example, this back or this opponent. Then use this one. You go out the way and go away. Use this part of the body to bounce it off balance. Again, this part you can use it for defensive. If someone really push you, then boom, you can use the sideway to bump it away. So watch my chest. It's very important for the chest to build the foundation. So if someone come in, the chest have to arc in order to build up this strength. If you don't do that, if someone come in, you try this push, your body bounce backwards. That is not good. So because this reason give you, the body structure give you a very firm foundation to bounce people away. So from here you can see the body this way. help you to stabilize yourself. Again, then after that, you practice the leg forward. Same thing will come in. While this will actually become easier because it allows you to twist further. It's easier to bump people. So this whole chest is important for this part. So this angle. So this one, the more you practice, the easier you become. You have good root, at the same time good waist control and good power manifestation for the warming up. 太极圈缠手练习，自我练习。In Taichi symbol, stick hand training is very important. It's a foundation of the Taichi Chuan pushing hand training. But unfortunately, in the last 50 years, not too many styles emphasize that. The whole concept is following the Taichi symbol, and you try to use your hand and body movement to trace the Taichi symbol. From there, you build up your root and build the whole body's coordination. From the root until your hands become one unit. So, solo practice without the leg first. You can see I use the right hand. When you use right hand, you can see now I use the chest in, there's a pong. Circle the palm in and face out. When you face out, don't turn. It's very important, don't turn out before you pass the center line. So when you go here, you pass the center line and you turn down. So when you go in, you can see this is a Taichi symbol. Then, in order for you to repeat, you have to cover this side for solo practice. So in and out, and in and out. So you try to coordinate breathing. Again, breathing is so important in the Tai Chi Chuan practice. So once you make a pattern become so smooth, then coordinate with the breathing. Inhale, then this exhale, and this inhale, and 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 this exhale again. All right. So a lot of time, once you practice that, you become two hands practice the same pattern. So this can say inhale, and then exhale, and then inhale, and exhale, and then inhale, and then exhale again. So again, you can do this way. So this kind of practice, once you get without the leg, once you can get the upper body smoothly with a good body movement, then you start coordinating with the leg. When you coordinate with the leg, you can see this is usually it's called 4-6 stance. This is called mountain climbing stance. So you can follow this way. Inhale, then exhale. Then inhale, sit back, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. You can see the entire body coordinate instead of just only hands. So you start coordinating with the leg. If you look at the front side, you can see the pattern very easily. So from here you can see this exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and this exhale. And inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Of course, when you practice both sides, both legs. So in this case, your body have built both legs equally. 定步杨式太极拳。Now, after you finish your solo practice, then you need a partner. When you need a partner, again, you have the partner follow. But now, when you have a partner, you find out, remember this is symbol, and then now inside have a figure 8. So this 8, this circle, you don't come back, so become the S. So you look at the symbol, actually you can see this exactly Tai Chi symbol you're looking for. All right. So when you practice with a partner, let me demonstrate this one with a Mishi. When you practice with partner, first one, no leg. Because in this case, can help each other coordinate. Remember, do not resist, just follow and stick in and follow. It's a very simple concept. Don't resist. So I move down and become this side. So this and this. So you watch the breathing, and this exhale, and the inhale, and then I exhale, and inhale, and exhale. So every time you can see, if I go to the big circle, that's exhale. Once you go too small, then I become inhale to follow the opponent. Once you practice that, they become with the leg. With the leg, you can see the forms become this way. So now I move forward because I'm aggressive. Then I exhale, then he follow me. Then from here now, I follow him. Then step forward. So you see the body movements, and so simple. It's the waist area have to move as well. So it's very good if you use the left hand to touch the waist area. You have this feeling, the body movement. So this one is not only build the body movements, and also build your ankle and your knee and your hip joints. Okay, this is the yang side of a Tai Chi symbol. Of course, you should practice the other side as well. Okay, when I say stop, then you please stop. Continue, continue, continue. Okay. Yeah, here, earlier I see she changed the hands too early. The first one, don't change hands here. You have to pass the center line. When you pass the center line, then you change. So this one is very important. It's very easy for anybody to make the same mistake. The second thing, one part is missing. Which part is missing? Chest is missing, this part. But that means Pong Jing is missing. They just turn the body without this part. So you watch it carefully. This one is in and out, and in and out. So a lot of time once you practice a while, then this hand touch here, so you have this feeling. Okay. Yeah, still early, okay, still early. You have to pass the center line. Continue, let me see. Good, after that, then you can turn. Okay, so remember that point. Okay, now, right leg forward. Yeah. Remember, don't make the same mistake. Okay. Watch the chest is still not there. Good. All right, now you can see now she corrected these hands. The one thing she make a mistake is when you move back the butt, you can see the butt. The butt cannot stick out. The butt has to be continued upwards. Yeah, because you cannot go this way. Because in this case, it's easy for you to follow these directions. So enemy can put your root. But both of them commonly, both of them make the same mistake. Let me show you, okay? This mistake, all right, you stand face this side, then you can see. All right, don't move. Watch it. This one, the center, this is open. Okay, now stand this side. Now you can see my leg, I can go straight to the groin. I can kick the groin. Remember, one thing is very important. Tai Chi Chuan belong to short range and long range fighting. So because this case, every time when someone stick with you, if your groin exposed, right away they're gonna kick your groin. Because the reason this leg had to, the toe and the heel had to line up. And not only that, the toe had to slightly lock in. If this toe doesn't slightly lock in, then when someone kick you, you cannot block yourself. For example, you face like that, you can, because this one, the leg can come in to kick your groin. Because this reason is so important for anyone. You are learning Tai Chi Chuan for defense. You have to learn. This one, the toe, the heel line up. The same time, the knee lock in, the toe slightly in. So in this kind, it's a good position. So when you practice, this is a position. Don't go this way. Okay, that's an important concept. So everybody should watch it. 太极推手自我练习。碗平化。In this exercise, that's the most basic in the single pushing hand exercise. What you do, you neutralize the coming power horizontally. So when you practice this one, the first one you say practice without the leg first. Every time you practice without the leg first, in this case, will help you to concentrate on your waist area, your chest area, your body's rotation. A lot of people, they start with the leg, then find out because the leg and stand low, the upper body become tense. They can never get loosening. So because this reason is so important for you to practice this one without a leg first. So first one is a pong. You can see my body arc in, lü. And after lü, they neutralize and an. It's very simple, but at the same time, you can see it's complicated as well because everything's so detailed. It's pong, you can see my body arc in, Lü, turn to the side, you neutralize the power and coil on the top. So this kind of practice is important. Do it by yourself whenever you can. That's Pong, Lü, and An. And Pong, Lü, and An. And Pong, Lü, and An. Pong, Lü, and An. Of course, you should practice the other side as well. So this one we consider is large circles, because what you do, you use your body to neutralize the coming power, go to that side. But once you reach a high level, this circle becomes smaller and smaller. Instead of use the body rotation and arms movement, actually you can see my body is twisting. When body is twisted, you can see misaligned already. Like that, you're aligned against you. Once you turn like that, it's a misaligned, but you can see my arm doesn't move. So here, then becomes small circle. So when you practice, you should practice big circle first, slowly, and get to the small circle. Once you get this good, then start with the leg. Again, as pointed out before, your knee lock in, and your toe and the heel, you line up. So this hand, I always like a student touch here or touch here. So in this case, you can feel this part's moving, this part's moving. So from here, it's in, this is pong. You can see this is straight in, this is called ealing. That means allow your enemy come in. So once they come in, then you lead. It's neutralizing. This is called Lü, roll back. Once you hear, you coil and An. This is a Pong, Lü, and An. There's a Pong, Lü, and An. So now from here you can see how important for this waist turning, as we explained earlier. It's very important. This quad cannot be locked. If this lock, you can see everything locked like that, you get very bad disadvantage position. But once you turn, this one is okay. So from here you can see it's so important for you, this quad has to be able to turn instead of lock this way. So watch that part, this and this. Again, you should practice both sides. But you go to the sideways, maybe help you understand the body turning. Turn and this one. A lot of time I ask students to coordinate with this hand because it allows you to have a body's arcing position. So Pong, Lü, and An. And Pong, Lü, and An. Good. There's a few things I want to point out. For example, for her, she go like this one. When you push it, you can see she shift the weight from one side to the other side instead of keeping the center. Because once you shift it, that means it's very easy because you lose your center and easy for your enemy to pull you. So watch it. When you this rotate, don't shift it. That's one thing. And for you, the body, this tense. You drop it, but don't arc it. You slightly arc in. Okay, that's two things got to watch out at that point. And the one point is this one, rotate. So this one, yeah, that's practice by yourself. When you practice by yourself, you rotate and this, and this. Okay, try to see if you can follow me for this one. Follow me for this one. This, then, arc in, Pong, Lü, and up, and push forward. So this roll, circling. This is called coiling, here and forward. Again, turn and coiling and circle. The elbow should be down. That's it. If your elbow like that, that's arm pushing. Elbow should be down. Okay. Okay, watch it. When you push it, at that time, the body don't stand up. Because when you push it at that time, you get to be rooted. So when you do neutralize, your body push down, you're uprooted. So because the reason is very important for watch you. When you're done here, you push it, the body actually try to get slightly down instead of getting up. No, when you push it, don't get up. Yeah, those are small things, so watch it. Okay, now try to see your right leg forward. No matching, right leg forward. Single first without this hand. Okay, this hand still touch here. Good. Watch your chest, much better than earlier. Okay, now in. Hey. One more time, that's good. So you can turn quiet a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Now, only slightly make big difference. Okay, yeah. All right, so like this one, solo form is not bad. Only one thing, don't move yet. Now he's adjusted. Hey, he knows I'm gonna correct him is because the leg, again, his leg have a habit, open this one, growing the wide exposed. So it's important for this one, okay? All right, otherwise they did pretty good. Even that take a while to practice, the body is so soft now. A lot of things now, his elbow start dropping and the shoulder drop, it's good. 往下滑. Earlier, the first one you have is a horizontal neutralization. Actually, this one you lead it down, so lead it down, the power downwards, and at the same time the body turn. So when you practice solo form again, it's very simple. From here, pong, always here. So when you do the pong, the chest arc in, you neutralize first. When you neutralize, you can see the coming power has been redirected to the sideway. Once you go here, the hand climb over. So now you can see this horizontal. When you're horizontal, your opponent's hand become downwards, going downwards. So that's become very important turn. And once you go here, downwards, and you push. Okay, now in, turn, downwards, and you push. Okay. Now again, in, turn, and downwards, and push. So when you push, remember, when you push again, don't uproot yourself. So again, hong, lu, neutralize, and an. Okay. Again, you have to do the other side as well. You have to do both sides because when you're pushing situation, you don't know which side you need it to push in against. So after that, again, you can use the leg forward and backwards. From here again, this is a pong, this is lu, and an. This inhale. And this exhale. Every time you attack, it's exhale. Every time you neutralize, it's inhale. So you watch the quad turn and move forward. And inhale, the quad turn, and sideways and forward. Okay, now inhale, turn, and downwards, and forward. Okay, now in, sideways, downwards, and forward. So you look at sideways, you can see it's a different angle for you to see these forms. You in and rotate and downwards and push forward. In and downwards and push forward. In and rotate and downwards and push forward. Okay, this one can also practice with the other hands. For example, this hand is supposed to be assume this is your opponent's hand. He push you, then he pushes you, then you just pong, you rotate and sideways downwards. And after it push forward. Again, this one, pong, lu, and this an. Okay, this is a pong, lu, is an. So a lot of time you can practice these directions and the push and this direction, push this direction, practice for this kind of coiling exercise. So this kind of exercise, when I learned in the past, that's all we practice, all this horizontation. You see the hand, I climb over like a snake, climb over, and climb over, and climb over. So when you practice with the stance, the same thing. Pong, lu, and an. Pong, and lu, direct downwards, an. So you can see the difference of this one and the previous one. Actually, I move in, down, and downwards. Then I get in. So this will give you an advantage. You can pull your opponent down and expose this angle for your attack. Okay. So from this exercise, you can see the two person demonstrate. Okay. She still have a habit. She shift from one leg to the other leg. That's one thing. She had to learn to keep the center. On the bottom, this part, sometimes I see they have it, sometimes they don't have it. It's important for this, the chest has the arc in. You turn, neutral is open, and they go in. Okay, so this part is missing a little bit on the leg. Otherwise, it's pretty good. Okay, now we try to see, use the other hands, you can make it. Okay, now you can see she still have a problem for the elbow. Elbow is not sunk in. When you have to push something, this power is good. But when your elbow go up, let's use the arm, this tense. So because the reason the elbow has to be down. Okay, that's one thing is important. And the second bottom is missing is this one, is climb over. This climb over. They turn over, no, it's climb over. See, this like a snake, you climb over. So here is climb over. Here is climb over. Here is climb over. Okay, there's a small thing, but this kind of neutralization is very small. So usually only people reach advanced level, they can have this feeling. Usually it's hard for them, for beginners. Okay. All right, the right leg forwards. Good. Okay. Okay, now stop there, watch it. The one thing is in both of them, the qua, this qua didn't turn. This qua is very important. You go here, you push like that, it's still exposed. In this case, there's no firm foundation. So when you push it, this has to be square. So this part has to watch this part. Okay, again, this neutralize is not soft because that means this section and this section doesn't coordinate. This section and this section is the same time. That's why you can neutralize. So a lot of time we play that's much better now. See, from here, you can see a lot of time I teach students to touch here at the same time. This place move, this place move at the same time. That's how you can neutralize. Okay, now with another hand, let me see. Okay, watch the part, the body waist turn. Good, good, go. Don't stand up. Turn the body first before you circle it. Body rotate first, rotate first. Okay, now stop there, don't move. Okay, for example, watch these hands. The hand like that is not quite good. Okay, like that is good. Okay, so it's very important for you to see. This is part where the power comes from, it's not this part. So you push like that, this place tense. You push like that, this is loose. It's not only that, this finger try to touch your opponent as much as possible. The more you touch, the more you control, the more you have feeling. Because the reason when you push it, you have to reach this way, don't go this way. The hand do not open. Okay, so watch that part. And also, what she did, she didn't turn first, she already moved. Like this one, very easily, it can be locked. So because of the reason, that's why your body wants to turn first, to neutralize the power before you can turn. Because you neutralize, then you turn. It's much better than before, right away, you lock yourself. 往上画 In the single pushing hands I learned from my master, there are 4 basic single pushing hands, 4 single pushing hands. And the double pushing, there are 6 different options. So now this is number 3. After that, we're going to practice another 2 for double pushing hand neutralization, single pushing hand practice. Okay, so this one number 3, what you do, the enemy come in or your opponent come in, the power you redirect to this angle. Remember earlier we go to this side and then we go to this side, now we go on this side. So for this reason, again, you can see, now first one, if someone push you, far away, always very important to re-establish your foundation by this arcing exercise. When you arc it, the body turns. When you turn right away, you can see I redirect the power on this side and upward at the same time. When you go here, past the center line, then you push down. And again, past the center line, and then push down. You can see the body direct the hands. The body move, and the hand just follow. So from this kind of exercise, you can see the body you can turn to the left and then neutralize easily. Okay. Again, you want to practice with these hands. It's so simple. You can practice this one again. This is the same exercise. Use this hand, assume that this is your opponent's hands. Then from here you can neutralize. You practice by standing this way. Again, this. You see, this one allows you to have body healing. When the body heals, it allows you to have more space to withdraw, to neutralize the opponent's power. So you in. Remember, past the center line and out. And this in. And this exhale. This inhale. And this exhale. Again, this inhale. And this exhale. Okay? If you go to sideway, you can see this is sideway. Inhale. And this exhale. Inhale. And this exhale. Remember, this quad have to turn. As I mentioned all the time, is inhale, the body turns sideways. When you push it, this is strong, this is not good. When you push this way, you bounce your body backwards that way. You can practice this hand as well, turn and down. So turn and down. And this hand, remember, don't go this way. Okay, yeah, it's not bad. It's okay. Again, the same thing. You watch her; she always shift from one side to the other side. That one will take a long time to build a good habit, but it will. Okay. The one thing that's slightly missing is to go here. There's a coil on this one. So this is coiling. Instead of go push down this way, there's a coil on the top. So because reason you can see you up on this coil, very tiny coil on the top and move down. So that part, got to watch it, okay? Now, right leg forward, let me see. Yeah. Okay. Now, actions. Watch the chest. Hey, everything is good, go, continue. Now watch the quad, have to turn. Quad have to turn. Now watch this quad. Turn more, a little bit more. Yes. So this one you push it, has to turn more. In and this out. Hey, that's good. Okay, continue. In, chest in, and out. Hey, that's very good. In, one more time. Neutralize, and out. That's good. Okay. But the one thing I want to point to you is when you go up here, don't move your hand back. When you move here, your hand still continue to contact your opponent. Stay here and down. You move up here, you neutralize, you move back and move. This one, you lose connections. So watch that part. 1. 策划 This is number 4, neutralization angle. Because a lot of time when you push in with your opponent, either your right leg forward or left leg forward. So with your right leg forward, this angle is bad angle to against you. Because this angle we call empty door. When someone push against here, there's no good reaction force to against the push. So because of this reason, it's easy to push out balance. So in order to avoid this problem, that's why this technique designed. So that means when someone push you this way, you cannot resist. If you try to push back, you resist. When you resist, you build up a firm root for your partner to push you off. So because reason, what you do is just follow. So when you push this angle, follow. When you follow, just slightly forward. Later, when I practice with partner, you can see what's the reason for that. It's very simple. When you go here, you neutralize. When you neutralize, he push you. No, you follow to neutralize further, and after that become number 3. So only difference of the number 3 and number 4 is the number 4, you added this part to lead the opponent's force further away. Then after that, you can neutralize by number 3. That's the only difference. So from here, you can see you're going this way and turn and going up forward. Okay, so this way and up forward. Because this reason, then there's no sense for you to practice with this one because there's no angle for you. So that's right away you practice with the leg forward because this is a bad angle. So when you go this angle, you can see this enemy can push you. No, I move away from here. But a lot of times people say, when you push this way, then you expose yourself to your opponent. It is true, but you should remember, single pushing hand is the fundamental drill, fundamental practice. It's designed to practice for the double pushing hand, and the double pushing hand is designed for the moving pushing hand. Because in the real situation, when you push hand with your opponent, you're not stay there stationary. Because the reason, don't worry about your exposed, because your leg is going to be reposition yourself. So don't worry about that. So later when we come to double pushing hand, you understand what I mean. Okay. So when you practice, turn this way and then up and the forward. Watching my body still square and down forward. So you can look sideways. It's this angle up and now this way. So from here you can see this kind of twisting is so important for you. That's the beginning. In this tab we introduce all this kind of exercise. The hip joint, the knee, your ankle is so important for all this pushing hand exercise. Forward, in, and down. In, and down. In, and down. Neutralize more to the side, to the side, to the side. Yeah, last one is the best. Okay, now from here you can see the difference. If I use this gentleman to watch it practice with me, you can see. Number 3, you can see number 3 is this angle. So the first couple of times they did this angle, it was wrong. It should be when someone pushes you this side, because this one is strong. But once your hands go here, he's weak, because nobody can push him with the long arms extended. So because the reason this one is a root to push you, when you go here, it disappears. So when you disappear, that's why you go in. So when you practice, you have to watch it. This one, you need it. This part first. This is a yielding. Only this, then you can turn. Instead of right away, you move up. Then that become a number 3. So watch the point. 画走. In this exercise, it's not one of the original single pushing hand. It's supposed to be part of a double pushing hands. So you still have to use the right leg forward because you try to neutralize the sideways. So what you do is someone push you, you go in this angle. This is a pong. Once you get pong, this hand right away neutralize and move back and forward. Again, this neutralize and this take away and right away this forward. You watch carefully again. This one, you lead the power to the side. In the double pushing later we talk about, you can see how this one neutralize. When you go here, you neutralize sideways and this hand take over, right away, this take away and push forward and seal him. So this one and right away you seal and push him forward. Again, this is inhale and this exhale. And this inhale and this exhale. Okay. You look at the sideways, the same thing you can see. from here. There's body's angle. When you angle for this one, this hand right away, you take over. Don't turn palm face in. It's a common mistake people can make. So don't turn palm forward. Because this is already neutralized. You go here, they call double neutralization. You don't need that. It takes time. It's not only that. When you every time you go this way, your enemy push you, you're going to seal you. So when you go here right away, you want to take away and forward. In, and this take away and forward. And this in, and take away and forward. And in, and take away and forward. Okay, good. So stop there. Okay, so watch the knee. Is it open or not? It's open, it's not good, so watch the far. Okay, that's good. Okay, one thing Boston make the same mistake is this one. This is tense. Not only that, that's too far. Because when you go here, opponent's hands here, don't go all the way here to here. Because this one just only allow him to block you. So because the reason when you go here, the hand immediately over this area. So you watch it carefully, you can see. Later you're going to see this point in both hands. See, this is neutralized already. So your hand don't want to go here. When you go here, you push this down, you lock yourself. No, you go here, right away, you want to go here. So immediately, this on this part. So watch this part, then you seal. So that part got to watch, and the hand they push back. That's tense. When you're tense, you lose the sensitivity of the hands. Fingers. So because of the reason you try to get as soft as you can. So watch this part. Right away, like this. You go already. Don't lock this part. 走画. This technique, the sounds are very similar to the last one, but eventually it's a different application. So this one, sometimes when I learn from my master, he say called smearing, because both the hands look like a smear on the wall. Okay, so when you practice this one against right leg forward, because this is for double push hand practice with a partner. So when you go here, again, when someone push you push the hands on the top. This one right away, you can see I turn and neutralize. So when neutralize again, I go here, push forward. Again here, and then you catch from the top. Remember earlier we go here, but now you got from the top. So from here, you catch it and then turn. You lock it, and then you roll back. Because this is all roll back. Again, you come in here, and then neutralize, and from here, on the top, you catch over, and coming down. Once you come down, again, become this. And turn again, and this one you neutralize, and coming down. This roll back, again, you neutralize, and coming forward. Okay, so you look at sideways, again, very simple. The first one you neutralize, very similar from the other one, because remember the other one go to under, now this is only from the top. When you go to the top, right away you catch it, you go to the outside of his arms, then there's a roll back. Once you roll back, pull him this side. But what you do, you seal it and push forward. Again, you turn in, this neutralize on the top, and circle, and roll back. Once you roll back and take over, and you seal. One more time, here, the hand already catch, and turn, and coming down, and take over, and push him off balance. Good. It's not bad. Okay, let's try to see. I want you to watch and then you understand what's the purpose of this one. You both say you push it, right? That's the first one you neutralize. Remember the hands here. When you hand here, you neutralize. That's our hand. I'm going to the back. When I go here, that's exactly I lock him for Daryu. But in the competition, in the practice, you go here, right away you can see this hand I seal and push him off balance. That's the only thing we are doing. 单推手 平画 Earlier we have a single push hand solo. That means the body, you learn to arc horizontal after the neutralize and push forward. So this one now we practice with a partner and see how you, with a partner, how you practice that kind of feeling. That kind of feeling or touching feeling in Tai Chi they call listening Jing. Listening, that means skin listening, it's not the ear listening. Okay, so we practice with partner, first one, always the first one is called horizontal neutralization. Okay, now I use a Mishi as a partner. Okay, this hand I still like you touch on the waist area. So in this case, you know this place have to move first. Remember Tai Chi classic, they always say, the movements initiate from the leg, directed by the waist and manifest in the fingers. So from here you can see what's the waist. The waist is like a steering wheel of the car. It directs the power. So he push it. While you can see this in. So this one called eating and allows you to have a pong. This is a pong. So when you have a pong, then body rotate. This is rü. And you see my right hand circle and this an. So now here pong and the rü and circle on the top. Pong and circle on the top. Pong, rü, an. Pong, rü, and an. Pong, rü, and an. Pong, rü, and an. Pong, rü, and an. Yeah. Turn until the body is very important, until the body neutralize the coming force to the side, then you can turn. So usually you can use your shoulder as a standard. When you move, this hand lined up with shoulder, usually your opponent's power go to sideways already. So you turn to the side here and you rotate and move to this side. So it's very important for you to practice this one. How do you judge your body, how far you have to turn? You turn too far, it's not good, expose yourself. If without turning far enough, again, you'll be still. Okay, so let's watch again for this one. A lot of times you can practice this one without the leg. So a lot of times the leg, you don't have to be there. Like this, you push it, the same thing, see? You push, pong, elbow down, rü, and an. Okay. That's good. Now turn to this shoulder and go this way. Hey, turn right this way. Turn and this way. Turn first. Hey, that's good. Turn and go this way. Ready? Okay, stop here. Okay, when you push it, watch it, the hands should be on the wrist area. Because every time you push someone or control someone, always control the joints. If you control here, it's not good, he's still alive. The hand still can be moved easily. If you go here, you immobilize him. So it's very important, because for a few times, he's always got here. So you got to go this part. And elbow down. Okay, now continue again. Okay, yeah, this one, stop. Because what she's doing now, she's doing like a second one. It's not really. So we watch the forms when you push it. You see the hands, I go to sideways. I'm climb over. So my hand is not on the top this way. I'm not. I climb over and then go to the wrist and come in again. Now, see like that? He didn't turn far enough because I'm still underneath the elbow. Now he tried to rotate. When he rotate, he seal himself. Just a little bit forward, a little bit forward. Now I'm out. Then that's best. You come in and go in. See, a little bit forward is out. Because like that, he's still lined up against the elbow. It's not good. Can easily push off. So a little bit more. Yeah. Turn a little bit more. Okay. So watch that point. So it's very important to see this how you neutralize until the elbow, until the shoulder here, then you can neutralize the power. 下画. Earlier we talked about solo practice. We talked about you neutralize the body to the sideway until you reach the shoulder, then the hands on the top. This is called downward neutralization because you're downwards, so to lead your opponent's power downwards. So now this one, see how we practice with a partner. Okay, I see you use a machine. Okay, so when you push it, again, your body neutral to the side. When you go to neutral to the side, you can see the power goes sideways already. Then this one, the hand climb over, you can see this horizontal. Because this allowed you for this, because this one is a bad angle for him, because it's easy for him to lose balance for this side. Okay, so because this reason, you have to go here, and after you push forward, not early, turn, yeah, then rotate. Yeah, turn first, neutralize and climb over. Turn and climb over. Turn and climb over. Softer, turn and climb over. Watch the waist, turn and climb over. Waist, turn and climb over. Turn and climb over. Horizontal, watch this horizontal. Turn and climb over. Then turn and climb over. Turn and climb over. Okay, so be careful about the leg, don't open too wide. Okay, so you can see this is actually only the application practice with partner and the earlier without the partner. Okay, stop there. Okay. Again, these hands, again, the same as first one. See, the wrist is still here, still alive, and still a little bit on this side. And that's good. Yeah. Other than that, both of them did pretty good. Except sometimes your body still lean a little bit. Just watch it. Yeah. Always this one, don't go this way. Watch this part. Okay. Yeah. And also neutralization. Yeah. Horizontal. Okay, actually what they do is not bad. Only a little bit, this one is not horizontal, a little bit sideways this way. Because this one still sometimes can get locked here, so you can break it out. So watch the part. 上画. Remember earlier we talked about neutralization is neutralize this up and after they pass the center line. When we talk about center line, that means this line and this line center line up. Before you turn, if you go this way, that means you mutual resistance. You try to use a force against force. But when you go here past the center line, then you neutralize. That means you lead. When you lead, you neutralize. So it's very important for you, don't turn your hand too early. You have to pass the center line. And then after that, you can turn your hands. Okay? So this exercise, again, from here. Okay? So when you push it, you push the center, then you move up. Going up. Pass the center line and you move forward. Okay. So when you practice all this exercise, single push hand, the beginners always push this area. This area is called center. In all Chinese martial arts, this area is so important. This area, if you strike it downwards, you can pull the muscle down, then you seal the breath. People cannot breathe. You punch this area right straight forward, and people feel nauseous, like to throw up. You punch this place upwards, it can cause heart attack because of power going upwards. So because of the reason you always practice this area. So for beginners, when you practice, you should practice only pushing this area until you are very good for all the options of single pushing hands and double pushing hands. After that, you start pushing on this corner, or this corner, even dantian. So you can have different varieties. That means when someone tries to neutralize you, or you try to neutralize your opponent, you cannot neutralize the same technique because you have to use a different technique to neutralize a different way of the power your opponent initiated. Okay, so now you practice, when you practice push the center. So from here you can see up, and pass the center line and go forward. And the center line, hey, that's very good. And softer and softer. Give rid of muscle as much as you can. Calling with the breathing, inhale, and then exhale. And the inhale, softer, and softer. The spine move and chest move. Watch the chest, have to move in and move out. So you can see, I don't care how much power I push in, it's right away, I neutralize it. Again, when you push it, the body is square. Actually, what they did is that they did pretty good job. Yeah, pretty good job. The only thing is the body try to be softer and softer and softer until the whole body is so soft instead of feel stiff. When they do that, it's not. The form is very good. They did. It's the only thing the feeling still feel not as soft, as deep as possible. Okay, but of course that can come from times. Because only when you're soft as possible, once you start coordinating with your breathing, coordinating with your mind, then it becomes internal size. Because now what you look is more external side instead of internal side. But they take time. So you have to be softer and softer until everything's so soft. When you push it, it's mind so strong and chi flow. You can see muscles, I get rid of as much as you can. 策划. Remember number 3 and number 4. The difference, number 3 go this way, number 4 go this side first and going upwards. Now with a partner, you can see what's the reason for that. Okay. Now you can see with a partner, now Michi try to push me this way instead of just straight forward. When straight forward, no problem, I can neutralize up. But when you go push this way, it's not easy because I push up, it seal me easily. So once you go here, I get trouble because you still have good root, good foundation. Now watch it. It just move this way. Now this power disappear. You just change the angle from this angle and this angle. That's what you call lead. Lead the power into the emptiness. So from here, once you lead here, now it's out. Then you move and come in down this way. All right. So again, people argue, say, okay, if you go here, this side exposed. It is true. As I mentioned earlier, it's true. But the question is, when you push in with your opponent in the real situation, you're not going to stand here. Because when I neutralize, right away my body's moved already. Keep away from their hands. Or I move this side, I'm going to seal this side already. So there's no problem for that. So don't worry, this is only a basic drill, a basic training for this. So from here, this is one reason you can see it turn this sideways, and after that, go. Then go here, it turns sideways. And then I turn sideways, and goes number 3, okay, this. And what you do, try to seal each other with this angle. So that's why you can get out. I try to see him, then you get out. I say go this one and go out. So you can see this go out, and then number 3. Yeah, so watch this one, don't turn the hands too early. Yeah, so this one and this one. Okay, so you can see number 3 and number 4 difference. One is up here, the other is here, and going up. That's the only thing difference. So in this case, you can learn how to solve the problem if someone push on this side. Okay, what you see, they did good for the form, but it looked like number 3. The reason for that, because when they push it, they don't extinguish it so clearly. Because you still push this way. No, you're supposed to circle this way. So when you circle this way, let's come this way. No, but you push forward, it's not. Okay, so that part, they still miss this part. So when I push him, I'm not pushing this way. I'm pushing this side. Eh? That's why he has to follow me that side. So when I push, you go this side. That's it. And come in. Again, you push me, no straight. Now this side. Yeah. So this part is missing. Okay, so they have to distinguish this one. When you push it, this angle and this angle is different application, different things. Okay, so watch that part. 自由单推手. Once you finish those basic drill, then you start practicing with partner with any combinations you want. So again, when you practice as a beginner, you push in the center. And after you train for a while, no, you should keep away from this center. Center is only one of the options for your pushing. It can be here, it can be up at the chin, can be on this side of the shoulder, can be this side, can be either side, or can be here. There are many, many different locations for you to push. So become more advanced free pushing hands. So when you push your pushing hand, of course, this is a free pushing hand. So you never know which place your opponent is going to push you. So you have to listen and follow. And listen and follow, then you can neutralize. Okay, so now you can see there's a free moving pushing hands, single. Okay. Okay, so you can see this kind of push hand, this kind of range is a middle range. So this one is for beginners. So this one beginner, you can see the circle is big. One day, when you find out this one, you can practice so smooth, then you make a circle smaller. The same kind of a practice, you can have different levels. Can be very basic, can be more advanced. For example, like this one, it can become higher. Yeah, let's become higher. And when you practice Tai Chi, the more advanced you become higher, at the same time circle becomes smaller. So from here you can see, there's a small, you neutralize already. Okay? And it becomes so fast. So you can see, you cannot find each other's. Yeah, that's how you learn all these neutralizations. And everything becomes fast, because when you are in a real situation, you cannot ask your partner slow down. But you can do it good, and with a good small scale neutralization, then it's become high levels. That's because your sensitivity has to be much higher. All right, try to cross your eyes. Both you cross your eyes. Okay, so basically you can see they did pretty good as a beginner. They've been training for 1 year, 2 years? About 2 years, right? 2 years? Okay. Yeah, okay. It's not bad 2 years, because now still missing is body move, the hand follow, because the body sometimes still, but sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. Yeah, because now you have a partner, a lot of time the mind start wandering, but they take time. But so far what they did is pretty good. Except that she always have problem that she have to watch out in the future. This always like this one, got to watch this part. And then when you push it, you always push this way, got to watch that part. Yeah. Other than that, then it'll be good in the future. Yeah. But you have to be picky on them. 双推手，平画。When you go to double pushing hands, actually the first one you should have mastered already single pushing hand. After single pushing hand, then start adding the other hand, become double pushing hands. Okay, when you do the double pushing, it's very important for left hand side. Now I have a partner, so I can explain to you. For example, if someone tries to push you, there are two places you can neutralize. One is neutralize from the wrist, the other one neutralize from his elbow. So when you neutralize, try to watch it. This part is easier to neutralize than the wrist, because this one is simple, a little bit directed, already go off balance. But here you take a bigger pass for this one. So because the reason the left hand side neutralization is more important than the right hand side. So when you neutralize, the first thing you try, I want you to practice this one. This hand, neutralize, the hand go this way. The thumb on the top and the other 4 fingers on the bottom. This one you can push on the top, the cavity, this on the bottom of the cavity, so you can easily lock. So when you do this, once you neutralize, this hand have to sit on the top. If you don't sit on the top, this hand is easy to reverse the hand. For example, you lock me, it's easy for me to attack. But once this one sit on the top, it's not easy because immobilize him, immobilize my action. So because the reason when you go here, this hand right away, you want to seal. So it becomes very important part of a training. When you do the double push hand, the first thing you try to learn how to neutralize the opponent's elbow. So you try to push it, you neutralize it and seal. So this hand, you have to learn to seal this place. Okay, so don't do fast. Do slow when you play with a partner. So when I push it, it allows you to have the body movement. It's still fast first. The body have to turn, the body have to turn, the body have to turn, body turn, body turn. Yeah, the body have to turn and slow first instead of do fast. So in this case, allow your partner practice slow with the body movements. The hand touch here. So this one, comfortable. So comfortable, the body move. After you train for a long time till this hand becomes so easy, you can neutralize opponent's elbow. Then you go to horizontal. So horizontal, the right hand exactly the same. If you see the right hand, that is exactly the same as the single pushing hands. Okay, now what you do is just add this part. When you do the double push hand, do not touch it all the time because like that, it's not dangerous for you. But when you go here, now elbow stop dangerous to you and the shoulder, elbow can come to attack you. Since then you start intercept. Then you neutralize and push forward. So now there you go. Again, this one neutralize watch hand. My right hand I neutralize, I turn, the same as the single pushing hands. So this and I turn. And this and I turn. And this and I turn. So it's very important for you to learn to this intercept, the body turn, so you neutralize and the turn on top, and now you push down. So this is a pong, this is a lü, roll back, and this is an. So one again, turn, and elbow up, and this, and down. Okay, now turn. See, this hand controls the elbow, and then seal, and go forward. Okay, you can see both of them are not bad, except only thing, the one thing, the legs still open for the groin exposed, so watch the point. Okay, the second, when this hand neutralized, this hand is gone, this hand don't stay here. You stay here, you become tense. Now just relax, relax. When necessary, come back again. You can even come to the center, protect the center, but don't stay here. When you stay here, your hands are waiting. And this will get tired. So now just relax. Yeah, you can put it here, it's fine, then intercept. Or you can drop it, just intercept. 下画. Remember, in the single pushing hands, we neutralize here, then you turn to the side and going down. Now this one, exactly the same thing. So when you come here, you see. When you push it, remember this hand's here. But now this again, elbow and shoulder is dangerous for you. So because this reason, when I turn this way right away, this hand I intercept. This one still turns sideways and the hand's on the top. Again, this one helped me to destroy his center. Then push forward, and this, and turn down. So you can see right hand exactly the same as a single push hand. Watch your left hand and turn. Yeah. So comfortable and turn. Okay, so from here you can see, it's important is you try to learn to use your body and try to be soft as much as you can. slow down. Left hand naturally drop down. Right. Okay, so from here you can see what they did is pretty good. They did a very good job. Yeah, the one thing is a little bit body still lean this way, but watch the part because it's the same old problem she has. I think it's very important to keep body this way, but they did a good job for this one. This one try to use, try to use more body for this part. 上画. In the single pushing hands, remember the hands going upwards, the body turn and neutralize and then push downwards. Now they try to use this one for the double pushing hands. Eventually, all these techniques very simple. Remember, this is a single pushing hand, what we're doing. And then again, when I neutralize up, this elbow can be dangerous. So right away you intercept. When you intercept, again I push down. Then this one I intercept and I push down. So remember, right hand don't turn too early, pass the center line, you turn. So this intercept, pass center line, you turn. And intercept, pass center line, you turn. And softer, and softer. Yeah. Use more body, and use more body. Yeah. The body very soft, and then you can use whole body to neutralize this power. And left hand always becomes habit. Okay. Now for this part, you can see for this gentleman, he didn't push this up too much because one of the applications is actually this. But if you go here, he lost it because it's actually this upwards to open this one. That's why you can easily control. So that's the reason the hand has to be here. And she did much better. The lady did much better for this part. So this part on, you have to turn, and this is seal. See, that's too late already. Right away, you have to intercept. Right away, hey, that's it. So this up and down. Immediately, this seal and down. This seal and down. Watch this part. And also both the chest, this part slowly disappear again. Okay, so this in and out. This pong has to be there. 侧画. Remember, number 4 for the neutralization. He pushed to the sideway. That's exactly, you move this side, and after they turn, I come in this way. So, remember this one? And this is different from number 3. Number 3 is going straight up and neutralize. Number 4, you neutralize here and come in this way. So now, when you go double pushing, the same thing. Once I go here, now elbow become dangerous. I go to here, intercept. From here, and neutralize and intercept. Again, down. Okay, neutralize and turn to the number 3. Like this. Okay, now you can see number 3, number 4. Again, only this small part is the difference. Everything else remain the same. Okay, good. Yeah. So sometimes they did it, sometimes they didn't. It just depends. And sometimes their hands they did it, but first few times they didn't. So watch their point. Is the last few times was right? Is this hand on the seal? Okay. So this on this hand up, and after that you seal. Okay. Yeah, they correct very quickly for everything. Yeah. So this and this. 顺化. Number 5, when someone pushes you, the first one you neutralize this side. So this is a pong, low power pong. So when low power pong right away, this hand push, then this one become the left hand side of pushing hands. So you can do this one for a long time. You want to change the side again, this one you have to neutralize, again go this side. So now you go to this side. All right, so this one, I turn this side. Right away. Now you want to change side, immediately you can change side. See, that's how you change it. Now I can come back to others. Now this one I can change back. Okay, I can come here. All right, so now you can change it. Again, this, then I can go here. Okay. Now, not all the time you have to use the right hand. Of course, if you use the right hand, they have a good advantage for this one. But sometimes you have to practice on this side and don't change it back on this side. And also this side you have to turn. How to do this now, change back. Okay, now this again. So that's the number 5. So a lot of time you can number 5, you can practice just simply by this on this. All right. Okay, so remember the hand don't go horizontal this way, because this one your enemy still have a horizontal power to get you, because he still have balance. But once you go here, it's harder for him to maintain the balance. So that's exactly the hand. You move this way, so this hand can easily intercept. Okay, the same thing for this part. Slow down, a little bit slow down until the forms get right. Okay, now stop. See, watch here. This shoulder is up, that's not good. So watch this part. Yeah. So when you turn, yeah, that's good. But when shoulder is going up, it's not good. The reason for that, every time I see shoulder up, then this hand I push up, then I seal him. If shoulder down, I cannot. My shoulder is up, right away, I push him up, I seal him. So because reason, watch this part. Yeah, you got a habit for this one. All right, try again. Yeah. Other than that, it's not bad. You just have to practice softer and softer. I don't do too fast. Beginning to slower, allow the body movements more instead of too fast. 禅化. When you do 禅化, remember we have a low part, that's what we had last time. But now it's going to be this way, from outside. This is called large roll back. So number 5 and number 6, that's mean the last one and this one, they're all designed double push in to mix up with the walking, with a large roll back. So this too is very important for everybody to practice. Okay, so you watch the hands. So when you push forward, I neutralize this side. Instead of going down, I'm going up. This is still plucked. Once you pluck, I lock immediately. See, this is for locking. When I lock, now this is take down very quickly. Or I can even break easily. So that's called neutralization. For this one, also I can go this way. I can also neutralize and take down. So that's why it becomes large roll back. But now the one we're doing is on the top. Then this move up and then circle this side. Again, people will argue, say this hand is available, it's going to attack you. It is true, but in the real situation, I'm not going to stay here. When I neutralize, you see my body, I turn already. I'm going away from the hands already. So because of the reason, don't worry, this is only basic training. So when I go here, I go to the top. When I go to here, so his right hand start follow me. Because if your right hand doesn't follow me, when I go up, I start locking this one. When I lock in here, that's exactly, I get him down. All right, but if follow me, then I cannot lock him. So here, you see he's already sealed me, then he sealed me already. So I come back to the basic one. So I come here again, he seal me again, and then he come back here. Yeah, all this is only a pattern. From this kind of pattern training, it's very easy for you to understand and to put the routine. Now you can see how I neutralize it. Okay, so now I do this, now he neutralize it. Okay, now you can see, now if you do it to me, you can see this one, I turn, this everything's gone. Then while I seal, I move down. This. When you do seal, that's enough. Don't seal too much. Because you seal too much, actually your body starts leaning forward. That's good, you neutralize. See this one, I stop here. I don't go too far. If I go too far, that's not good. Okay, so from here, it's good. Yeah. Okay, you can see now, number 5 is on the bottom, number 6 from the top. That's the only difference. Okay. All right. So you can see the first mistake they did, it doesn't neutralize far enough. So this one is hard to grab it. If you neutralize far enough, you can see it's so easy for the plug to the wrist. If it's not, the angle is not good because in this case, it still got you. So because of the reason, most of them didn't get far enough. You have to get far. After that, you can neutralize and lock in this part. This is seal, right away, you come in. Okay, so this part, neutralize far enough and go in. Okay, so this is a part you got to watch out. 自由双推手 In the free double pushing hands, the same as a single double pushing hand. They have a different target. That means it's not only pushing one spot. Remember, single pushing hand we talk about when you push it at the beginning, you're always pushing the center. When you have this center, it allows you to neutral horizontal, downwards, upwards, any way you like. But same thing for double pushing hands. Beginning, you push only the center area. But later, you should want to push it a different way, for a different angle, and push upward, push downward as you wish. So in this case, you can neutralize it without any problem. That's called free double pushing hands. But remember, you have 6 options to neutralize your opponent. Once you're familiar with these 6 tools, then you can neutralize all the power coming. Okay, now let me demonstrate with leadership. Okay, not bad. Yeah. When you practice a while, then you should learn close your eyes and do the free push hands. until you can have a good feeling. So close your eyes and just cut off all the eyes sensing and use your body's feeling. Now close your eyes. Okay, yeah, it's not bad, but there are few spots again. This shoulder sometimes still come up, so this shoulder you got to watch it. Okay, the other thing is when you try this part, the hands are too close, a little bit out. So when I push you, should be a little bit out. Yeah, that's out. So instead of go this, let's go here. Watch that part. So other than that, it's not bad. Okay. Keep practicing. The more you practice, the better you are. Again, with double push hand, there's a big circle. Slowly get to smaller circle, until sensitivity is so high. Okay, that's a conclude the first step, single pushing hand and double pushing hand. Okay, and thank you very much.